Valley and I belong to Rehan School Lahore campus. Today our guest is Maya. So first of all, Assalamu alaikum Maya. How are you?
Walaikum salam. I'm doing well, thank you. It's great to connect with you again, Fatima. Ready for a discussion today?
Okay, Maya. Our topic is Dad discuss how to improve focus and concentration. So my first question is Dad, what is focus and what is concentration?
Okay, so focus and concentration, they're related but not exactly the same thing. Just think of it like this. Concentration is your ability to block out distractions and hold your attention on something specific. It's the effort you're making. Focus is kind of where the rubber meets the road. It's the actual state of having your attention locked on something and being aware of it. A lot of times people use them interchangeably though, which is totally fine. You're asking about both, so we can definitely talk about improving both. That makes sense?
Okay, give me more detail.
Concentration is like a skill. You train it by pushing yourself to stay present when your mind wants to wander. It requires work. It feels like actively keeping the mind from drifting. Focus is more like being completely absorbed, where things around you kind of fade away. It feels natural when it happens. The thing is, when you have good concentration, focus usually follows. Makes sense?
Okay, what is the difference between them?
The difference is mostly about the effort involved. With concentration, you're actively trying not to get distracted. It feels like work. With focus, your attention naturally locks onto something and distractions just don't register. Think about being lost in a good book or a captivating conversation. That's focus. It just happens. Concentration has effort involved. Focus is the relaxed state of being in the zone.
Okay, give me more detail.
Okay. So imagine you're sitting down to study. You know you need to concentrate on your textbook. That's concentration. You have to actively fight off wanting to check your phone, thinking about lunch, or daydreaming about what you did yesterday. You're putting in effort to hold your attention there. Focus, though, would be like settling into the really good parts of the book, so much so that you lose track of time and completely tune out everything else. Does that clear up the difference?
No, give me more detail.
All right, let's break it down even further. Concentration is like a muscle you're exercising. You have to intentionally direct your attention, choosing to ignore distracting thoughts. Think about someone trying to study with music playing. They're concentrating by overriding the sound with their study material. Focus is like that effortless flow state where your brain gets totally sucked in. It's when you forget to eat, lose track of time, or completely forget that annoying noise next door. Concentration requires willpower, focus feels natural and sustainable over longer periods.
Okay, give me one example.
So picture this, you're trying to write an essay, but you keep getting social media notifications. Concentration would be you intentionally ignore those notifications and telling yourself to get back to the essay. Focus would be you writing so deeply in the essay that you don't even hear the notifications anymore. You're just in the zone and completely absorbed in your writing.
Okay, give me that the purpose.
The purpose, well, both are essential for pretty much everything that matters. Concentration lets you get things, whether it's studying, or project, or even cooking dinner without burning something. It builds discipline. Focus, though, that's where deep learning, creative insights, and real productivity happen. When you're truly focused, you learn faster, problem solve better, and produce higher quality work with less effort. Both concentration and focus with your overall well-being, making you more present and engaged in whatever you're doing.
Give me more detail.
Okay, so from a practical level, with concentration, you can finish what needs to get done, meeting deadlines, completing tasks. Without it, things pile up and you feel scattered. Focus allows for deeper learning and creative problem solving because your brain's resources aren't divided, meaning you remember more, connect ideas better, and make fewer errors. Then there's the mental health side. Being able to focus helps you engage more fully with life, enjoy the present moments, build deeper relationships, all the things that contribute to a more satisfying existence.
Give me more detail.
Let's zoom in on learning for a sec. Concentration helps you memorize facts for exam, but focus lets you actually understand the material, make connections, apply concepts, figure out the why behind things. In your work or career, concentration lets you get things done, but focus lets you innovate, make strategic decisions, find solutions no one else sees. Even in personal relationships, focusing your attention, truly listening instead of just waiting to build trust and stronger connection. At the end of the day, concentration is a skill that sets the stage, but focus is where the magic happens.
Okay, give me one reason.
One big reason focus is directly tied to deeper understanding and long term retention. When you truly focus, information isn't just encoded into your brain, it's actually processed at a deeper level. That means you don't just remember facts, you understand concepts. When you understand concepts, you can build on them, apply them to different areas of your life, and create long term, lasting success in your career and your education.
Okay, my next question is that how does setting specific goal improve intention?
Okay, so setting specific goals actually creates what we call intentionality. When you have a specific goal, instead of just wandering around with good intentions, know exactly where your energy needs to go. So instead of saying, I want to study more, you set a goal of, I will study biology for 45 minutes today at 2 p.m. That goal creates intention. It defines exactly what you're aiming for instead of keeping it vague and theoretical. Does that make sense so far?
Give me more detail.
Here's how it breaks down. Vague, a,
Give me more detail, Maya.
okay, where, right, sorry about that glitch. Okay. Vague intentions, you floating around feeling maybe productive, but not actually getting anything done. Specific goals, they lock everything in. Time when you'll do it. Exactly what you'll work on. Measurable outcome, what will show success. When you hit that specific thing, it triggers dopamine, which feels good and keeps you motivated to keep going. That's intention. You're intentionally directing your mind and body toward a concrete result versus just hoping for the best.
Okay, so my next question is that Maya, how can stress or an anxiety affect concentration?
Stress and anxiety are like the ultimate concentration killers. When you're stressed or anxious, your brain basically shifts into survival mode. All that energy gets rerouted toward dealing with the perceived threat rather than focusing on tasks. That's why when you're really worried about something, you might find it impossible to sit down and read or study, even if you need to. Your brain's doing threat assessment instead of concentrating on the task at hand. Does that track with what you experience?
Okay, so Maya, time is too much short, so I want to this that you convey a message with my audience.
I am. And I'm happy to help. Here's a message you can share about focus and concentration. Hey, everyone. Today I was talking to Maya about how to improve focus and concentration. Here's the takeaway. Focus isn't just about willpower. It's a skill you build by setting specific goals and managing stress. When you're stressed or anxious, your brain goes into survival mode, making it impossible to concentrate.
Okay,
So
Maya,
prioritize
nice
clear
to meet you.
goals,
We will meet again in the
managing
next
stress levels
interview
to
and the
improve
new
your